that some people did something, all of us were starting to lose.
This episode of the Trump presidency is wildly entertaining. Just last week, less than a week ago, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib were reduced to frothing at the mouth, screaming, shrieking sociopaths who were very, very angry at Donald Trump as he delivered his State of the Union address and looked right at them and said, "You should be ashamed of yourself."
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Obviously, this is a made-for-TV moment.
I'm also asking you to end deadly
Ilhan Omar,
that protect the criminals and enact
in her
serious
swaddling
penalties for
hijab,
public
as President Trump
officials
puts it,
who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers
doing
all over our
a
country. They're
incredible
blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
doing an incredible job at proving why America has to be so much more strict with our immigration, naturalization laws, with our ability to take refugees. They're not refugees. And also, if they're refugees from a country that their people have destroyed, why do we want them here? I mean, if they destroy their own country, like Somalia, wouldn't you think they'd destroy this country? Well, anyway, Donald Trump has long talked about his dream of deporting Ilhan Omar. I love Ilhan Omar. I love her little turban.
I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little shoe, the little turban. I love her. She comes in, there's nothing but bitch. She's always complaining.
I mean, it's great comedy. Trump saying, well, she shouldn't be a congresswoman, and we should get her the hell out of the country, talking about marrying her brother.
Congressman goes around telling everybody about our Constitution, and yet she supposedly came into a country by marrying her brother. Well, if that's true, she shouldn't be a congressman, and we should throw her the hell out of our country.
Okay, so again, Donald Trump has often and long talked about getting Ilhan Omar out of the country. He's posted about it. Well, how could you do this exactly? Well, you could prove that she violated immigration laws. You could do that by saying she married her brother and she lied. You could also do that by saying that she's part of a group that wants to attack and harm Americans. Like, for instance, you can't be a member of the Communist Party and get naturalized as an American citizen. That's a fact. That's still in the immigration documents and paperwork. Ilhan Omar, I think, is both. She's part of well, at the very least, someone who apologizes for terrorists, like when she said some people did something in reference to 9/11.
Was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
This is what she said. Some people did something on 9/11. Well. Some people did something. That's one way to say it. She's also asked judges for compassion on ISIS sentencing. You know, just the ISIS members in her district. This is something.
First move as an elected official. In a letter signed November 8th, Omar asks a U.S. district judge for compassion when sentencing 9 Minnesota Somali American men convicted of trying to join the terrorist group ISIS.
I mean, how is that not giving aid to terrorists? Explain that. Somebody calmly explain this to me. How that's not giving aid to terrorists. And more importantly, what about what Ilhan Omar posted just this past week? Ilhan Omar warned Iran before Trump's military strike. Nearly 2 days before the strike, Omar posted about the Iran attacks, saying exactly when they would happen. I missed this, but it's true. It can't be true, can it? Oh, yeah, it can be. Here's the actual post. Iraq was attacked by the U.S. during Ramadan. Sickening to know that the U.S. is again going to attack Iran during Ramadan. Which would be now. So wait a second. As a member of Congress, obviously, Ilhan Omar, who I believe is on the Foreign Affairs Committee, gets a lot of intel. And it was like a very not well kept secret that the administration was going to attack Iran. But she gets briefed on this kind of stuff. Her committee gets briefed on this kind of stuff. There was prior knowledge in Congress. That's a matter of fact. That's why you don't see Democrats out there rending their garments, right? Oh, Trump didn't tell us. He did. So is Ilhan Omar like out here telling Iran when they're going to attack? Can you be charged as a traitor here? The U.S. apparently loves to strike Muslim countries during Ramadan. I am convinced it isn't what these countries have done to violate international law, but about who they worship, says Ilhan Omar. This is her official account, 2.8 million followers. This is real. Ilhan Omar, of course, is wrong about Iraq being attacked during Ramadan. She got a community note here for it. This post went viral, was seen by nearly 20 million people, had 17,000 likes, 10,000 reposts. She locks her account. Should be illegal for public officials to do that. But nonetheless, she seemingly warned the Iranians when the U.S. is going to attack Iran during Ramadan. Okay, well, when is Ramadan? Oh, well, exactly when we attacked. In fact, Ramadan falls directly in the attack, like the middle of Ramadan is directly on the attack date. Yikes, big yikes for Ilhan Omar. Should this be investigated? I mean, that's crazy. If anybody is wondering why the administration can't brief Congress before taking military action, this is your answer. Well, but she did, and they did actually brief Congress. They briefed the Senate, the Gang of Eight. They briefed the intel committees. Of course, that information could be leaked to Ilhan Omar. Nancy Mace is saying, Somali pirate. Shut up, you stupid Somali pirate. In all seriousness, this does raise questions like Ilhan Omar saying definitively when the U.S. will attack Iran. Perfect day to deport Ilhan Omar. Rubio briefed Congress hours before the State of the Union, delaying his trip to Israel on Saturday and Monday. Wouldn't surprise me if Trump announced speaking of strikes in Iran. So Rubio briefed Congress a couple days before the strikes. Ilhan Omar was posting on February, and the dates matter, February 26th. And when did we attack? This weekend. High-level Gang of Eight meeting just hours before the State of the Union. Gang of Eight, for the uninitiated, is leadership at the top of the lawmakers on intel. You can see here, you have some Democrats who absolutely would leak to Ilhan Omar, like Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, Jim Himes, Mark Warner. So, did they? I mean, treason, seditious, and subversive activities, plenty of American laws you could charge her with. You could also kick her out for marrying her brother, as has been proven, according to DNA science, that she did, in fact, marry her brother. The White House actually shared this. Worth reading. Ilhan Omar did marry her brother and said she would do what she had to keep him in the country. You could maybe, charge her with her skyrocketing net worth. Kind of remarkable. Ilhan Omar's net worth skyrockets to as much as $30 million after denying she was a millionaire. Ilhan Omar saying, I can go live wherever I want.
Oh, worry. I don't know how they take away my citizenship and like deport me, but I don't even know like why that's such a scary threat. Like I'm not the 8-year-old who escaped war anymore. I'm grown. My kids are grown. Like I can go live wherever I want.
Sounds like she's already trying to create an escape plan. President Trump talking about the swaddling hijab of Ilhan Omar in this classic post. Ilhan Omar always wrapped in her swaddling hijab. The worst congresswoman in the country probably came to the USA illegally. Boy, oh boy, because you're not allowed to marry your brother. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to really investigate. This is a bad one, though. What did Ilhan Omar know, and when did she know it? And did she leak to the Iranians when we were going to attack them? Sure as hell sounds like it. So maybe you can add treason to the charges. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Ilhan Omar.